Good morning. It's August 14th, Wednesday, about 8:30 in the morning. We slept in a little bit more today, which is actually good because we kind of needed it, but our back is not happy with us in any way, shape, or form. So, we already had to do one of our, we call them administrative tasks, but it's really just chores and stuff that need to be done around the house. It just gets done easier if we don't refer to them as chores. We already did a chore. We brushed our teeth, which was not the chore. The chore is taking out the recycling and putting it in the recycling container, which I've been piling up for a while, so yeah, I guess for getting that done. I've already fed the birds. Because I'm out here later than usual, though, I won't see any birds or squirrels for a bit, probably. They usually come by closer to 7 because that's when they're used to seeing us, and if we're not out by that time, or somewhere between 7 and 8, they kind of just go where they need to go elsewhere. Stephen did write yesterday. He wrote a little bit of, he's been calling it Pillow Talk. It's an erotica story that he's writing. I think just to get back into the groove, like he and Alex are writing it together, kind of, to like get back into the groove of like working together on pieces, because the two of them have kind of worked on their own separate things for a while. All of us have. It's supposed to be a group effort between like between me. It's like you, me, myself, and I is the title of the story on AO3, but it gives a little bit of detail, look, like an inside view of like the conversations we have with ourselves as we try to put this together. It's not. I imagine it's not supposed to be a long piece. Excuse me. Given everything, but I don't know. I don't know how he's going to. Oh, he and Alex are going to go do that. We have therapy today too, so like today is we are not doing anything for submissions unless we absolutely feel like doing so. I know Steven started one for Sweetopod yesterday. That was supposed to be a combination of two different like horror type things that he's written before, that we've written before, or Alicia might have written those. Stella, my bad. She wants to go by Stella now. That's her character name in writing, and she prefers it. Which honestly, I understand. I understand. Oh, jeez. Tired. It's still nice out though. It hasn't gotten. We're in August now, so like the humidity isn't as bad in the morning. It's dropping down into the 60s at night. It actually feels better overall than what July had fucking been. Jesus Christ. Since it's Wednesday and it's therapy day, we've worked 2 days in a row really on writing. Like, I think today, if Stephen writes at all, it's going to end up being on Canon Event, which is his Invader Zim fanfic, because it's system work. It's more for us. It's actually quite literally us learning how to us getting back into the shape of writing fanfiction, honestly. And of course, we're rereading Captive Prince a chapter at a time, which is so slow going, because we're not even like reading every day either. And when we first read this, I read this, it was me, at a speed at which that our best friend, had never actually seen us read anything at that speed before. Like, we read it fast. I was like, well, maybe absolutely love the concept. Absolutely love the toxicity of the way Damon and Lauren are at the beginning of the, like, I understand that, like, the book series is problematic in the sense that, like, it does involve slavery and sex slavery in general. Um, like, that is, like, the main premise, more or less, that, like, it started off of. But, like, everything else from the political plot that, like, is basically the actual plot, and the romance is the thing that happens along the way. Yeah, no, it's great. It's fantastic. I love it. Um, devoured it immediately. Laurent is my favorite character. Absolutely love him. Um, I've loved him from the start, honestly. I was like, he's not going to be a bad character by the end of this. He's just really troubled and has to act this way in order to, like, survive. It's great. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love him so much. I love characters like him in general. Like Selwyn Kane from the Legendborn saga. Oh, absolutely, yes. That is my husband. I'm the one who clearly is the reader out of the group. I read fanfics, I read actual books when they strike our fancy. You basically give me a really well-written book with a character like Selwyn Kane or Laurent Avir, I will be all over it. I will read anything with characters like that in it. Miles Edgeworth. I don't read the Invader Zim fanfiction as much, but there are. That wasn't mine when we were kids, and it's not really mine now, but Steven will read. I've just gotten into a little bit of Avatar: The Last Airbender fanfic recently, just because Zuka is a nice shit thought. They dropped the ball. I mean, Nickelodeon wouldn't have been gay in the early 2000s like that. They wouldn't have done that. The fact that we even got Korra-Sami as canon at the end of Legend of Korra in 2012 when we did was... We cried so hard at the end of that. Like, cried because we are not a person of color. We are white through and through as far as we know. But to see Korra, who is a female-bodied individual, end up being bisexual, and Asami also. I would assume Asami is actually was a closeted lesbian and dated Mako, but, like, there was actual feelings there, so whatever. They were both bi, in my opinion. But just seeing it happen and knowing that our best friend who passed away, Melissa, knowing that she was alive for season 1, she was dead before season 2, and season 3 and season 4 came out of LOK. She had shipped Korra-Sami from the beginning, and I was like, that would be pretty cool, but they'll never do that, And, like, that's how shipping works, it doesn't have to be canon. If I like the ship dynamic, if I think they'd be neat together, I will read things with them being neat together. And then at the very end of the season, on the series finale, they're walking off into they're going to take a vacation together in the spirit world. And we sobbed. We were watching it on our TV in the living room and had gotten up from the couch and more or less collapsed onto the floor sobbing because, wait a minute, they're really doing it. Wait a minute, this is canon. Wait a minute. This is the first time we had felt represented in any type of way, in any material, like, any kids' cartoon. Because the kids' cartoons, like, cartoons that are more directed at younger audiences, they're more interesting. They have better plots. They have better characters a lot of the time. Not always. But stuff for adults sucks. I don't know. Today's gonna be a rest day, so Thanks. Bye.